Hey guys! Lately I've been watching a lot of animation channels, and by a lot, I mean binge watching the odd ones out with the occasional TimTom and Jaiden Animations. My favorite thing about those channels is that they're able to turn such a simple story into something so entertaining. I highly suggest checking them out, and I'm gonna put their links to their channels down below. After watching so many of their videos, it got me wanting to tell a story. Now, if I could animate, I would, but it would look something like this. So I decided to get some Chipotle, and I'm gonna tell you guys a story. If you guys are wondering, it's just a veggie bowl with white rice, black beans, guacamole, lettuce, pico, medium salsa, corn. It's pretty good. Now, I worked for a little company called LUSH. Just a disclaimer, this isn't me bagging on LUSH. I'm not really gonna talk about the work experience, more so just the crazy things that we had to do with. So for those of you who don't know LUSH, they sell all sorts of bathroom stuff, like bath bombs, which is sort of misleading because they fizz and don't explode. So at one point, the shop that I worked at was one of the most high traffic shops in North America, meaning we were constantly busy, especially during the holidays when the story takes place, and had to deal with a lot of crap. One of the things we had to deal with was people taking advantage of a return policy, which was you could return anything within 30 days with a receipt, money back.
It's my money and I need it now!
Or if you don't have a receipt, if you bring back the product, you can exchange it for anything in the store. So the first story takes place on a normal busy holiday, and my coworker calls me over. Hey Anthony, I need a senior sales as magnificent as you to do this exchange. So like the boss I am, I moseyed on over the cash register, which we call the till, and I was very shocked to find that no one else calls it the till unless you're British. Anyway, I go on over to the till and I say, what can I help you with? I want an exchange. We have these papers that customers fill out to keep track of returns. So I hand one on over to her and I say, what seems to be the problem? The girl opens the bag, shows me a destroyed bubble bar, and says, it's all broken. And then I responded, oh my, when did you get it? 2 weeks ago. Hold up, 2 weeks ago? This girl got a bubble bar 2 weeks ago and now decides it's ugly. I'm gonna return it. Not on my watch. And in my most managerial voice, I say, oh, I'm sorry. That's not how it works. You see, once a product leaves our store, it's not our responsibility how you treat it. If you still put it underwater, it'll work. Well, it's ugly and I want a new one. It works the same way, and in the bath you won't even tell the bar is ugly, is what I wanted to say. But I had to be civil, so instead I said, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way, and I can't do the exchange, and that was that. Okay, now you're probably thinking, Anthony, why didn't you just do the exchange? And I'll tell you why. Because it was the holidays. And if everyone just came in and said, I don't want it, it's ugly, let me get a new one, then we wouldn't have any product to sell. And this little girl needed to learn the world does not work that way. So she left the store and I felt kind of proud, and yeah, it seems wrong, but when you have people constantly taking advantage of your system, it feels great to deny people. So I went away to go help other people, and she slips in again. This time she's with her mom, and they walk straight to the till, and I'm caught up in an exchange, so I'm not able to help out. And our manager, for the sake of my safety, we'll call him Creeks, helps them out. And once they're done, they leave the store, and my coworker comes over to me and says her assistant manager did the exchange. Yeah, I was a little irked, and the mom said that the daughter bought the product a day before broken, which is a lie, because if anything is broken in that store, we take it off the shelves right away. And at LUSH, we have people doing this all the time. They always take advantage, and sometimes there's just nothing I can do about it. Remember that manager I told you about, Creeks? Well, he's interesting. That's about the nicest thing I could say. He was an outside hire, meaning he's never worked for LUSH a day in his life. They just felt that he had the adequate qualifications to work for a high traffic shop like ours. And let me tell you, he did not. Like at all. He'd constantly tell people the wrong ingredients and effects for each product. He'd cut soaps wrong, which seems like a stupid thing to care about, but it'd waste so much product. And even after 6 months of working there, he couldn't tell you half the names of the products in the store. My favorite was when I was in the back room with my ex. What? Yes, I dated a coworker, and let me tell you, don't do it. Just don't. Anyway, me and my ex were in the back talking when Creeks comes in. Howdy, y'all. I'm pretty sure he didn't say that, but he has an accent and it fits. So, howdy, y'all. Have you guys ever tried Mask of Magenta? My ex and I both looked at each other, mentally past, what the f***? He couldn't even tell you the name to one of the most popular masks in the store. Yes, it's a weird name, but I would even take in Mask of Magnanimity or wait, what's the name again? But magenta? The mask is green, the opposite end of the color wheel. After hearing that, I said, oh yeah, it's a good mask. And then me and my ex went back to mentally talking to each other, and then he goes, this soap out and back matte smells so good. What? Out and back matte? You're all probably thinking, Anthony, you're being over dramatic.
I didn't think I was gonna cry.
And to that I say, yes, I am being over dramatic. But when you've been working for a company for about a year now, and some guy comes in, takes a higher position, and doesn't know anything, it sucks. So I said, yeah, it smells good. He then walked out and my ex and I started making out. Just kidding. We never acted like we were together at work because we were professional. Well, that's all the stories I have for you today. If you like this, you know what to do.
Make sure to smash that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Let's hope I don't get a copyright lawsuit for that. Please don't Taylor Swift me. Bye!